Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel of Vortigon Gaming. Let's run some Mythic Plus dungeons in World of Warcraft. Today we're going to be running a Uldaman Legacy of Tier level 7 as an Arcane Mage. The weekly affixes are Tyrannical, Afflicted, and Bolstering. I will be doing my best to give an overtalk of the dungeon run. If you're into that kind of content, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, for this dungeon in particular, there are one or two bosses that I am a little bit worried about, especially since it is a Tyrannical week. And those bosses will be Bromach, which is actually the first boss that we're going to be going to, I think, right now. Or we might be going to the Lost Dwarves. I'm not sure what path, exactly that the tank wants to take in this one. Also, we do have to deal with the Afflicted Affix right here. So, dealing with any sizable group of adds or trash mobs is going to be a little bit harder this week. Since every once in a while we do have to switch our focus over to the Afflicted adds and dispel them or remove their curse. So I have remove curse, so I can use that on those adds to take care of them. And I think I'm going to be kind of one of the main guys dealing with that, right? So it's important this week. I mean, it's important every week to set a focus on whatever target you're throwing your spells at. But especially this week, since I want to be able to... I want to have it so I can swap targets quickly. Right. There are a few trash mobs that I can use spell steal on in this dungeon. One of them being this Vicious Basilisk. I can actually spell steal the Spike Carapace spell that they put on themselves. And I think it does like nature damage or something. I don't know. It's not that important to spell steal. I don't think you can just kick it or let the other people in your group kick it. What's more important is later in the dungeon we're going to run into some time soldiers. I forgot exactly what they're called, but basically they give themselves a haste buff every couple seconds. They get an extra stack of haste. And then we want to spell steal that off of them so it doesn't overwhelm the group. So I'll let you know when we get there. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and head into the first boss right now. We'll go ahead and pop Bloodlust. And we'll do a burn. If you don't know how to play Arcane Mage, basically Arcane Mage, the rotation can be broken up into two phases. There's the burn phase and conserve phase. The burn phase is what I just did, where I put Radiant Spark on my target, which is the boss, and then I casted 5 spells on the target, one of them being Arcane Barrage. And as the barrage is traveling toward the target, you hit Touch of the Magi, so that way the barrage buffs both the Touch of the Magi and the Radiant Spark debuff on the target. And then once Touch of the Magi drops off, you go ahead and go into the conserve phase, which is basically use your spells in such a way that you have enough mana for the next burn phase. If you want to know more details, or if to even check whether or not that's the correct burn or the correct rotation for the season, I haven't even looked at the rotation for the season yet. But I feel like it hasn't changed too much, over the course, at least from the from last season or from earlier seasons. It's pretty much been constant with how, at least foundationally, you play the class. But yeah, you can Google that, look up some guide on YouTube. If you're running something as low as level 7, really all you need to worry about is doing the mechanics of the boss correctly and not dying. And for this boss in particular, basically the main mechanic is breaking the Quaking Totem as it comes out. So we have a Quaking Totem over here that's going to stun him. It looks like we're not going to do it this time though, since the boss is going to go down. So we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer and head on to the next part of the dungeon. Also, let's go ahead and hit Shifting Power to get some of our cooldowns back. Shifting Power lowers the time left on my cooldowns by 12 seconds. Alright. Also, I am using the personal Bloodlust talent, so I can give Bloodlust to myself even when I have the debuff on me. In this case, it's called Temporal Displacement. Oh, go ahead and... Oh, I think I was a little late on the kick there. And... Okay, I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't another Afflicted Ghost out. If those Afflicted Ghosts get their cast off, it lowers your haste by a lot, and so that would not be a good thing to have happen. Now that I mentioned it, I should put a focus on one of these. Okay, we'll go ahead and go into a burn. All right. Looks like Baylog is going to go down first. When they go down, they actually jump back into the boat. Alright. Well, first we'll sidestep that swirly. We'll take care of that ghost. And then we'll do some damage to Olaf, throw some spells at him. Oh, there we go. That's going to be boss number 2, so let's go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer and head on to the next part of the dungeon. Looks like this monk is carrying us. Everyone's got a pretty, I think everyone's over geared for this level, I feel like. Alright. And I think... if we get through these ads quickly, I think I can pop Personal Bloodlust on the boss. That would be nice. I don't want to wait too long. I don't want to hold on to the Personal Bloodlust too long, since I want to line up the cooldown on Bloodlust with the debuff so that I have Bloodlust ready to go when this debuff falls off. And even with shifting power, if I hold on to it too long, like if this debuff hits like 4 minutes left on it, then I think the debuff's going to drop off before I can get Bloodlust back online. So looks like we are going to get through these ads pretty quickly, though, or these trash mobs pretty quickly. And so I'm going to go ahead and pop Lust on myself, and then we'll go ahead and go into a burn. Main mechanic here is the tank runs the boss into these golden rings on the ground, basically. And then that was maybe not the best time to pop shifting power, but you know what, we'll deal with it. We'll go ahead and take care of the Afflicted Ghost. And then when it's time to put the golden rings down, we'll move in toward the boss. Let's see, I don't have the orbs on it. Okay. We'll go ahead and go into a burn right here. Oh, it's maybe not the best use of Ice Cold there. Ice Cold is my main defensive cooldown, so I'm not going to have that ready in case I need it again here. I think the healer's on top of things, though. The healer, you know, does have a 525 item level, so healing me through stuff shouldn't be too much. Oh, okay. I don't think we had one of the golden rings around us that time. Alright. We'll let the Crushing Stomp knock us out of that swirly there. And yeah, this healer's pretty good. And because the healer's pretty good, we were able to take care of that boss. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a slash cheer. And head on to the next part of the dungeon. There are some ads in here, I forgot which ones, but they put a curse on you. And if you don't take the curse off, it stuns you and then puts a brown swirly under your feet. And I'm pretty sure it's a one-shot at this level, so that is something I want to watch out for here. You can kick the cast. I think it's the Earth Warder that does the Curse of Stone cast. We can kick that cast, but you know, if we don't kick the cast, I can take the curse off whoever it lands on. I have like a 5-second window to do it, so it's not like the worst thing in the world to miss the kick. All right. The next pack, did we already? Yeah, I think we double pulled that pack. So this next pack, I do want to burn this runic protector down. Oh, also I want to move out of the brown stuff on the ground. And then we'll go ahead and throw a burn on the runic protector. The runic protector does earthquake, which deals a fair bit of damage. This is only a tyrannical week, so the damage is not as bad as it could be. On fortified week, this is a bit of a iffy pull here. But I mean, we have to pull it since this is the way forward here. All right. Cavern Seekers, Sonic Burst should be kicked. I was a bit early on. Well, I was a bit early on some of the bats there, and I was late on the other one since I did see one of the bats do was it Sonic Screech, and my team is a whole lot more on top of things than I am. I'll tell you that. All right, here we go into the fourth boss room. I'll go ahead and pop Hero as it comes up. So here we go. All right. Then we'll go ahead and do a burn. Had to wait a little bit for one of my cooldowns to come back online, but we're working with it. All right. Go ahead and give everyone a shield. Oh, okay. I need to get in range. I also need to get somewhere where I'm not gonna get hit by the. There are two beams coming out of the middle of the room, and so they are kind of going clockwise. It looks like. Then we need to take care of these vault keepers here. I maybe could pop a burn on these vault keepers, but it looks like my teammates are handling it all right. So I think I'll pop my burn on the boss right here. All right. All right. Sidestep these. Guess floating. Oh. All right, let's take care of the Afflicted. And it looks like this is going to do it for boss number 4. So we'll go ahead and give ourselves a slash here and head on to the last part of the dungeon. Now, okay, so for this part, normally it takes about like 9 minutes to get through this next, basically to get from here to the last boss. It takes about 9 minutes, so, you know, Normally, this debuff would drop off. But given how quickly we're going, I feel like we might not have Lust backup for the last boss. And well, the last boss is one of the bosses I think that's that we should be worried about here. It is a pretty tough boss, at least from my experience with running this, you know, this season and in earlier seasons. But looks like our group was pretty good, so I feel like maybe we won't need Lust on that boss. But if we do, we'll maybe have like 2 or 3 pulls if we do need to like reset. All right. Let's go ahead and pop a burn on this Earth Warder right here. All right. Let's go ahead and put a shield on everyone. I have an ability called Mass Barrier, which puts a shield on everyone. And since that pull, it looks like they pulled both of the Earth Custodians, and both of them have a Thunderous Clap attack. And so I wanted to make sure that we didn't have 2 Thunderous Claps back to back and, you know, get wiped from that. Since if you saw the last one, the Thunderous Clap did like half my health and damage, I'm pretty sure. Alright. We're almost ready to pop Personal Bloodlust on ourselves. Alright. Curse of Stone is taken care of. At least that one. The other one is also taken care of. I feel like I should maybe put a focus on the Earth Warder instead, but you know what? I have things to deal with the Curse of Stone that don't involve me switching my target. And also the Earth Warders are pretty much about to go down right here, so you know, don't have to worry about them too much. What I do have to worry about is this Ghost. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the curse on that. Then we'll go ahead and go into Spell Steal the haste buff on it. So if you see it, they have a ability called Stolen Time, which gives haste. So I want to make sure I spell steal that. Alright. Afflicted Affix does need to be taken care of. We'll go ahead and hit Shift and Power to get some of our cooldowns back. And I think we're going to have one more pull.
This disc may hold the secret.
Got a Time Reaver. We'll go ahead and spell steal that.
And we cannot allow that to happen.
Alright. And you can break line of sight with this guy to remove the Stolen Time debuff on you. I don't think it's that important though. What is important is me angling myself so I don't, you know, mistakenly pull those Time Reavers back there. That would not be good. All right. Then over here, we're going to move to the right and get up on this bench. I'm using slow fall so that it's easier for me to make the jump right here. Of course, I do have to jump, so let's try that again. There we go. All right, and then oh no, I have to go around. Okay. All right, I made it in. That's good. And now we can go right into the last boss fight. I think he has a knockback called, yeah, Wing Buffet. All right. And then once that's out, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to my cooldown since I did not pop my burn in time when we started this fight, and so I want to line up my burns with well, there's one mechanic in here that he does that. Once he runs out of energy, he'll do, I think it's called rewind time. So I want to line up my burns with that, so that way I get well, I get increased haste, right? So that way I can pump more damage into this guy. All right. We'll go ahead and pop Alter Time for that Wing Buffet. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Buffet and not Buffet, since we're not dealing with any food here, right? Right. You know what? I will hold on to my cooldowns. I do have my burn ready to go, but we're about to hit 0 energy right here, so yeah, once he does that, oh, never mind. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and blink right into one of these pools, sand pools on the ground. And then move out of it as he's ending his rewind time cast. Oh, I was not quick enough with the altered time, so I didn't get the healing out of it. But you know what? That's all right. I have stuff to heal me, so, and also we have a good healer in our group, so you know. All right. Okay. Luckily, they were able to take care of that, that whatchamacallit. Oh, please start the rewinds. Thank you. So that way I don't get, like, damage dealt to me. But yeah, that's going to about do it here. For Uldaman, Legacy of Tier Level 7 as an Arcane Mage, we'll give ourselves a slash cheer. Thank everyone for a relatively clean run. And even congratulate them for beating the timer. And of course we are an Arcane Mage, so it is a kindness to give everyone a portal back to the main hub of the expansion. And that's going to about do it here for this run. So if you liked what you saw here, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see me run any other dungeons during Dragonflight Mythic Plus Season 4, let me know in a comment down below which dungeon you'd like to see me run. Hopefully I can get around to filming a playthrough of that. Anyway, that's going to about do it for me here, so I hope you all had fun watching, and I will see you all later.